Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss some objectives based on the subject electronic devices. So let us move on to the video. First question is, materials can be classified as, options are A. Conductors, B. Insulators, C. Semiconductors, D. All of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. Materials can be classified as conductors, insulators and semiconductors. Next question. In conductors, the conduction and valence bands. Option A moves. Option B overlaps. Option C remains constant. Option D none of the above. The right answer is option B. The conduction band and the valence band overlaps in the conductors. Next question. The resistivity of the conductor is of the order of, option A 10 power minus 7 ohm meter, option B 10 power 7 ohm meter, option C 10 power 6 ohm meter, option D 10 power minus 6 ohm meter. And the correct answer is option A 10 power minus 7 ohm meter. Resistivity of a conductor is of the order of 10 power minus 7 ohm meter. In case if they ask what is the resistivity of an insulator, if they ask for the resistivity of insulator, the answer is 10 power 10 to 10 power 16 ohm meter. If they ask what is the resistivity of a semiconductor, then the answer is 1 ohm meter. So resistivity of a conductor is 10 power minus 7 ohm meter. Resistivity of an insulator is 10 power 10 to 10 power 16 ohm meter. Resistivity of a semiconductor is 1 ohm meter. Next question. Large forbidden gap exists between valence band and conduction band in. The options are option A conductor, option B semiconductor, option C insulator, option D all of the above. The right answer is option C insulator. In insulator, large forbidden gap exists between the valence band and the conduction band. In semiconductors, small forbidden gap exists. In semiconductors, small forbidden gap exists between the valence band and the conduction band. So, large band gap exists between the valence band and conduction band in insulator. Small forbidden gap exists between the valence band and the conduction band in a semiconductor. Next question. Most common semiconductors are option A silicon, option B germanium, option C both A and B, that is silicon and germanium, option D barium. The answer is option C both A and B. The most commonly used semiconductors are silicon and germanium. So the answer is C. Next question is, pure form of semiconductor is known as, option A extrinsic semiconductor, option B intrinsic semiconductor, option C electron, option D hole. The right answer is pure form of semiconductor is known as intrinsic semiconductor. If they are adding some impurity to the semiconductor, then the answer is extrinsic semiconductor. In extrinsic semiconductor, they will be adding some impurity. Impurity is added to a semiconductor, then that semiconductor is known as extrinsic semiconductor. Pure form of semiconductor is known as intrinsic semiconductor. Next question. Conduction in semiconductor is due to, option A electrons, option B holes, option C electrons and holes, option D, materials. The right answer is option C, electrons and holes. Conduction in semiconductor is due to electrons and holes. Next question. In n-type semiconductor, A. Pentavalent impurity is added. B. There is excess of electrons. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. None of the above. We want to choose which of the statement is right. In n-type semiconductor, pentavalent impurity is added. That is the right statement. And there is excess of electrons. That is also right statement. So, the right answer is option C, both A and B. In n-type semiconductor, pentavalent impurity is added and there is excess of electrons. In case if you are taking p-type semiconductor, then instead of pentavalent, trivalent impurity is added. Trivalent impurity is added and there is excess of holes. So, in n-type semiconductor, pentavalent impurity is added and there is excess of electrons. In p-type semiconductor, there is trivalent impurity is added and there is excess of holes. Next question. In forward biasing of PN junction diode, the resistance is. Options are A. Very low or almost zero. Option B. Low. Option C. Very high. And option D. High. The correct answer is in forward biasing of PN junction diode, the resistance is very low or almost zero. This is the right answer. Instead of forward biasing, if they are asking for reverse biasing, then the answer is almost infinite. So, for forward biasing of PN junction diode, resistance is very low or almost zero. For reverse biasing, the answer is almost infinite. Next question is, find the current through the diode in the circuit. You see the circuit, what are the data given? Voltage is given and a resistor value is given. We have to find the current. Very basic formula, Ohm's law, we know that V is equal to IR. In the question, this voltage is given, resistor value is also given. So, from these two, we can find the current. So, to find the current, the formula is I is equal to V by R. We know the value of V. V is 10 volt by resistance value is 20 kilo ohm. Kilo ohm is in the sense 20 into 10 power 3, which is equal to, we can cancel this, 1 10 is 10, 2 10s are 20. So, we will be getting 1 by 2 into 10 power 3, which is equal to 0.5 into 10 power minus 3, which is equal to 0.5 milliamps. So, the right answer is option C, 0.5 milliamps.